And so there's that. And then God has shown me what it looks like if we are taken to like a principality in the sky and looking at all societies on earth from his view. And I'll tell you what I saw. I saw that America is not even what it is. I saw that even the map of America is a complete lie. I saw that the world is not what it is. And I saw that everything you've ever been taught about the world, round or flat, is a complete lie. I saw that the world is much bigger, much, much, much bigger than we've been taught. I mean, like 100 times bigger than what we've been shown by NASA. I mean, huge. And what I saw is that, okay, I'll just tell you guys what I saw. You guys can rebuke me, hate me, do whatever you want. I'll tell you what I saw. What I saw was basically like a government parliament building. You know how the parliament building has pillars and then it's flat on the top? So like if you go into Greece and you look at one of the Greece big buildings, it's like pillars and flat. That is literally what I saw. But the pillars were like off white and they were kind of old, but they literally had straight lines like architecture pillars. On top of that was the earth, and this is why. So the White House and Greece and Rome, how they use pillars with the flat top. God told me that the reason why Lucifer always did that in his Babylonian nations was because it represented, like, that was his throne, and it represented him being the king of the earth. And it makes sense. Okay. So this is what I saw. I saw that the earth was way bigger than they told us. So again, everything you've heard from your phone or from your schools is a lie. I'm just telling you what I saw. And I saw that the earth literally kind of looked like the Ark of the Covenant, but different. So, like, the Ark of the Covenant, it's like this gold box. I saw that earth was like a green box and it had pillars and then it was flat. And I saw that it was huge, bro. God showed me that all of mankind, like the devil went to the four corners of the earth and he killed everybody. And he took everybody and he focused them into one little area. So like America and Africa and all that, it's one little spot on this giant planet that God that Lucifer has forced everyone into in society. Okay? And then I'm just going to tell you guys what I saw. I'm just going to tell you what I saw. Everybody's been killed elsewhere. And then what I saw is that Lucifer has been exalting people for 2,000 years into gods. So I saw that there's a level of society. So right now, you have a cell phone in your hand, and in that cell phone, you can talk to people all around the world. You could get naked and show naked pictures to people. You could watch adult content, or you can have business and all this stuff all on your phone. I was shown different levels of society where all the levels above it have better technology that is like more spiritual. So I was shown an entirety of people, okay, above the cell phone, okay, where they are able to connect with their minds and they are able to like it's all about permission. They're all constantly indulging into each other. They're able to connect into each other's minds the same way that we do on phones, and they know about the entire society below them. So these are like people walking around who have an entirely different way of life right above us, and they use their phones to control us. We use our phones to indulge. They have a spiritual technology that they indulge in that's being used against them, and there's a power above them. And it keeps going and going and going until you get to literally Lucifer himself, which is literally the highest Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Like, that's a real thing. And that's what the pyramid is, guys. This is why you have a pyramid on your dollar bill. It is the structure of the world. Okay. Like, I know what I'm saying is just so far off, but this is what I saw. This is what I live by. And this is like, I deal with crazy warfare every day. I see shapeshifters all the time. I'm in warfare all of the time, and I lead many people to Jesus Christ. I'm trying to tell you that what I saw of the earth was like a gigantic, big. Let me show you. I'll show you exactly what it looked like. And God told me, so Okay, let me click. Okay, so there's that building right there. Do you guys see that building right there? See how it's like a big rectangle with the pillars? Okay, do you see that building right there? Here's another one right here with pillars and a flat top. Let me try to find better pictures. Okay, here we go. There's a better picture. All right, hold on. Okay, so here's another picture with all the pillars and then a flat top. Okay, this is in Greece. Okay, so what I saw that the earth was literally that bunches of pillars holding up an entire flat structure. Okay, that was huge, like 100 times the size of what they told us earth was. Huge. And I saw it literally was structured like that, dude. Like beautiful. And like the pillars, like, and so what God told me is the reason why Lucifer always uses that type of structure, whether it goes with Greece or Rome or even a little bit in Babylon, the Medes and Persians, and then even, but especially Greece, Rome, and then America. And okay, the reason why they use the pillars is because Lucifer always made his throne the God of the earth, the God of this world. So that's why his houses always were shaped like the world with the pillars and flat top. Okay, so every Lucifer's in Greece and Rome and in England and Germany, all this, he's been sending out troops and people and demons and principalities and spirits to the far corners of the earth, which is a long way, guys. Like when they didn't have, like, it's a long ways. It's way bigger than we thought. And he's been going through the far corners of the earth, and he's been killing everyone and gathering everyone and all the native tongues and tribes and everyone. And for the last 2,000 years after Jesus rose from the dead, he's especially just been getting everyone. And in the last 2,000 years, he's gathered us into the Americas and in Germany, Rome scattered, but there was, okay. And so it's all been focalized here. This is what I saw. And when we get to heaven, if it's wrong, then you guys mock me forever and call me a false prophet. But this is what I saw. And I hear the Lord's voice, and he loves me greatly and powerfully. And I'm trying to tell you that we have been lied to massively, dude. Everything's a lie. Okay, so now there is other places in the world with way beautiful cities and technologies than you in the Goyim American world or the rest of the world even have imagined. This is what God showed me. He showed me entire towns in America that the rest of us don't know about. They're like towns that there's not major highways to get to. Okay. And he showed them to me, and they are beautiful, like entire towns that are shaped like the size of an entire mansion. So the whole town looks like a big aspen mansion with like giant pillars and logs and like, but when you get in there, there's cars driving in this mansion, and like they're just nothing but indulgence and sex and sacrifice, and they're completely separated. So like when you go around and you talk about LA and you talk about Atlanta, Georgia, and you talk about, you know, these places, that's kind of a sign for them to know that you're one of the lower societies. Okay. And it makes sense, guys, because you guys know how big Rome was. Like, guys, they didn't have airplanes, they didn't have cell phones, they didn't have, like, dude, it's been 2,000 years, and Jesus Christ has commanded Lucifer to give his all to making the world as deceptive and powerful as he can. And I'm trying to tell you that what he did, we think we've been so duped by thinking that that there's a spiritual realm and it's far from us and it's mystical. But what Lucifer's been doing for the last 2,000 years is manifesting all spirits and demons to our physical realm through the defilement of man. So we have built cities around us that are demons. I saw like the Twin Towers, and I saw all these towers and places. And what I saw was a principality sit in the place that he decided he wanted to. So let's talk about the Pentagon. Okay. I saw a principality sit at the Pentagon, and from himself, he's a spirit, and he went and possessed all the people, the architects. He had people doing sacrifice to him, and he built the Pentagon around himself. So the Pentagon is literally a principality. Then I saw like the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers is literally a principality. I saw the White House. It is literally Lucifer building a throne around himself. So when you're at the White House and you touch the stone, like that place built itself. There's a spirit in that house that built itself around itself by possessing men in the world through sin and defilement, and by using the Masonic altar. Like that is what I saw. And I saw that it's like crustaceans. You know, when you're at the ocean and there's crustaceans that pile up on boats and they have to scrub them off. That is how God made me see cities. It is demons and they're crustaceans building crap all over his earth, crap that doesn't last, stuff that comes and goes, stuff that will burn, dude. This is how I saw it. And it was demons rising from the pits, building their crustaceans and their cities and their crap and their defilements everywhere. That's what I saw. That is what I saw. And I'm telling you, it wasn't like this before, bro. For all of history, dude, the proof that those, like, that is what I saw. The great architect. And also, I just want to say, guys, that society is not what you think it is. If you are believing anything on your TV, if you are believing that the world is this money hungry world, if you're believing that Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America doing what he's telling you he's doing, if you're believing the wars, if you're believing what the drama, they build the drama and they build conspiracy theories because the conspiracy theories pound in the lie. So, what if the lie was not about a wicked secret society, but what if the lie was about just the entirety of society that you know?